What's up, No Limit Gang, man? We back with another banger reaction, shorty. Let's start there, man. We got an Oakland rapper, Chaibenji, wanted for murder, and they're calling him the West Coast Lil Jeff, man. They call him the next Lil Jeff, but in Oakland. You hear me? West Coast style. Guess they getting active out there. Let's see what's cracking. Let's see what he got going on, man.
Detectives placed evidence markers next to shell casings on E Street, near the Go Go Amigo corner store. Police say the shooting killed a 50-year-old Stockton man. Happened just after 8 o'clock on...
A 50-year-old Stockton man is crazy, bro. A 50-year-old Stockton man is crazy, bro.
Police say the shooting killed a 50-year-old Stockton man. Happened just after 8 o'clock on Saturday. This neighbor, who goes by Kennedy, says he heard at least 40 rounds from his home when he was watching his younger sibling.
Ooh-wee. Breaking news, breaking.
Over 40 shots while you watching your sibling is crazy, bro. I'd have been blown.
News. Oakland rapper Chaibenji has been arrested for the murder of a 50-year-old man from Stockton. Now obviously this is breaking news and it's a big deal, but we'll get into the specifics later. But first, I want to cover the background information just so if you don't know who Chaibenji is, you will. Makai Adams, commonly known as Chaibenji, is a rapper from East Oakland, specifically from High Street. Now if you're familiar with Oakland, you know that High Street is not really like that. Like, it's not the hood. Pretty much if you grew up in Oakland, you know that that's where kids went to avoid the hood stuff.
Okay. So over that spot, there's no really gang activity going on over there. He just somehow brought that upon himself over there. And, you know, that's the spot where everybody run from all the violence from. And he's bringing the violence. So let's start there.
It's basically like the hoods in LA, you know, middle to upper class homes, decent families, not, you know, the absolute trenches. But these days in Oakland, everything's different. Like, to be really with the shit, you don't have to be from anywhere. You don't even have to be from Oakland to bang a gang in Oakland. And it all became this way because of case gangs' emergence in the early 2000s. Historically, the reason Oakland never had gangs is because everything was about the gang and respect as an individual. Like if I'm from Seminary and then in West Oakland you got Acorn and Ghost Town beefing, that has nothing to do with me. I'm a player. I could be cool with both sides. It doesn't matter. That's how it used to be. Everybody was, like I said, player, and they were with the shit, but they weren't gonna jump into anybody else's beef, and they weren't gonna choose sides of anything that had nothing to do with them personally. But then, like I said before, Case Gang came around and ruined that for everyone. They were truly demons that Oakland had never seen before, just coming through, bullying everyone and making them choose a side. You're either with Case Gang, or we're gonna smoke all of you. And after doing this for years and years, they basically took over most of the hoods in Oakland. This was horrible for Oakland, because in the previous generations, in order for something to be real beef, there really had to be real beef. But now with Case, they were starting shit for absolutely no reason. And to keep this going...
So they just looking for heat. They just looking to catch some murders and stuff, bro. People really just be chasing that, bro. Chasing bodies is crazy, shorty, bro. Like, that's sick, bro. These niggas really just be chasing bodies, bro. You niggas is corny, shorty. Let's start there.
They kept on recruiting younger and younger generations all over Oakland. And that takes us to what I would call the fourth generation of Case, which is pretty much known as BBG, and it'll make sense later why they're differentiated. They just want to make their diss songs and have every day. Street dudes in the Bay are moving smart or scared, depending on how you look at it, but they don't want to go to jail and they don't want to have any reason to get violent. They just want to make their diss songs and have everyone think that they're really with the shit. That's except for one group of people.
So that gang really be faking them, so nobody can mess with them type stuff. But some people be wanting to push up on those type of games to see what they really about. Let's see if that go on here, man. If that's the case, that's crazy.
Generally speaking, street dudes in the Bay are moving smart or scared, depending on how you look at it, but they don't want to go to jail and they don't want to have any reason to get violent. They just want to make their diss songs and have everyone think that they're really with the shit. That's except for one group of people, Case Gang, but more specifically the BBGs. You mess with these dudes and they will be at your door that night. These are the real crash outs of the Bay Area, and none more than Kai.
The real crash outs of the Bay Area is crazy. Who wouldn't be known as a crash house? You need to be known as getting some money, chumbo.
Chaibenji himself. If you don't know, Kai came out as a rapper in 2020 when he was just 16 years old. And despite his young age, this dude was rapping like I've never seen before, just talking the craziest shit ever. He was rapping about spinning blocks, catching op after op, and not to mention that in every video he had a Call of Duty loadout. So naturally, Kai was going up. Every song was hitting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views, and I was like, this guy is the next.
So his jump was, he was getting them views and stuff for real. 600K. I wonder what the other jump was over there. Yeah, he got some real good views, shorty. To be, yeah. His set, I mean, he said his game, bro. They all crash outs. He in that BBG joint, he with the crash out joint. And he got the clone. You know how that's about to go. He trying to find something to put in his music, you know? Then look. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's start there.
Next big rapper out of the Bay.
Bitch, 308s on this top, leaving shit spill. Why you pissing on your hands? I'm fresh up off a drill.
Yo. Why you pissing on your hand? I'm fresh up off the drill. Get him out of here, chat.
And I was like, this guy is the next big rapper out of the Bay.
Bitch, 308s on this top, leaving shit spill. Why you pissing on your hands? I'm fresh up off a drill. Hey, you niggas bitches. Hey. Thought a nigga caught a face shot, said something. Baby, hey, 223s when I'm here hunting. Nigga, check the start of 7 niggas, they been losing. That body was a draw on Lil Reed, niggas fooling. Tryna breathing on him, cause a static, he a dead nigga. 50 on my dick, cause the BBG stretch niggas. Niggas catching bullets in these streets, niggas fix, nigga.
Niggas catching bullets in these streets, they get fast, nigga. He drawing. They canceling this man, shorty. The feds trying to cancel this man.
Not only was his music and his image hard, but his beef was also all over the internet. Basically, I'm just saying that he had the perfect recipe to be one of the first rappers to make it out of the Bay. Or at least on some street shit. But unfortunately, Kai was really living like that in real life. Like everything he was saying in the songs, he was actually doing. And that's according to everyone I've talked to on both sides. Like,
yeah, so everything he talking about, the feds go get him too, because he be talking about everything that happened. He don't even try to mix it up or not. He say exactly how that jump happened. He drawing.
His ops told me the same thing. Like, they told me that even at very young ages, you know, before all the rapping, he was the first one hopping out the car. Bounce out with the chopper, man. So unfortunately, this would all catch up to him, and right as his career was taking off, he would be arrested and sentenced to multiple years. So
why every time it's one of the rappers' career, why every time they about to take off, right? They get locked up or they die. What the hell going on, shorty?
From 2021 to 2024, Chaibenji was locked up, leaving us with nobody else to listen to. Okay, but
he threw up 30 game signs in 3 minutes. I mean, 5 seconds. That shit corny to me. Pyro, dickhead. Oh shit, my bad.
Off, he would be arrested and sentenced to multiple years. So from 2021 to 2024, Chaibenji was locked up, leaving us with nobody else to listen to. Okay, but all jokes aside, while he was locked up, Case's politics would hit the fan. An internal beef would kick off, they started smoking each other back to back to back, and, you know, it was all bad. If you want me to make a video on that, I definitely will. So please let me know. Well, now we fast forward 3 years to Chaibenji's release, September 2024. In my opinion, Chaibenji's release was kind of underwhelming. It was almost like everyone forgot about him. I think it's because during the 3 years he was gone, EBK kind of took over and blew up with the crash out music scene. Or, get this, it's because Chaibenji came home rapping like a Muppet.
I told niggas we a shake back, they ain't wanna believe it. Now look at top on the side of the street, bleed. Don't fuck my man,
yeah, that's why, shorty. That right there is exactly why, shorty. Get him out of here, chat.
Forget this, it's because Chaibenji came home rapping like a Muppet.
I told niggas we a shake back.
He said he came home talking like a Muppet.
They ain't wanna believe it. Now look at top on the side of the street, bleed. Don't fuck my man, don't switch on that Jeezy, we don't need it. All these ends still kill you while I'm winning. 3 years, I swear to God, couldn't wait till they free me. Shot the fuck out of Billy, all that lacking, he ain't see this. No Oakland murder rate going up, I start breathing. Well, my niggas died the whole city, damn fuck free flame. You know I get a drop, his ass get burnt up. caught us up, we was fiending way before a fiend. All them niggas that was dying wasn't even bees. Don't believe the hype.
Oh, so that's the old him? Yo! That's the old him? What do you mean? Bro, I'd be sick if I went from this to this. Like, you can't even see me no more, right? Because that's how low this nigga went. Let's start there.
The whole city getting free flame. You know I get a drop, his ass get burnt up. Let's caught us up, we was fiending way before a fiend. All them niggas that was dying wasn't even bees. Don't believe the hype, this shit ain't what they make it seem. Jumped out it, don't tap him, I ain't need the beam.
Jumped out, don't tap him, I ain't need the beam.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his voice.
Don't tap him, I ain't need the beam.
They make it seem. Jumped out it, don't tap him, I ain't need the beam.
Jumped out, don't tap him, I ain't need the beam.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his voice. But what's important is that after doing 3 years, you'd hope that he would just sit back and try his best to regain his career. No glaze, but you have nothing to prove in the streets, just focus on your music and stacking up the millions. Or the thousands. He ain't that big. But no, according to Oakland police, just 6 days after being released from prison, Chaibenji was right back in the field. September 8th, 2024. It's a Sunday night in Oakland, and allegedly Chaibenji and his friend named Keontae are out in the field hitting licks. Details aren't specific yet, but from what we know, they pull up to Deep East Oakland, specifically 105th and E Street. This is where they spot a 50-year-old man named Lamore Payne outside the Go-Go Market. They jump out, try to get what they can get, but unfortunately Lamore is not going. So tragically, they unload over 40 times at him.
Tripping on his own, Chad. What the?
Detectives placed evidence markers next to shell casings on E Street, near the Go-Go Amigo corner store. Police say the shooting killed a 50-year-old Stockton man. Happened just after 8 o'clock on Saturday. This neighbor, who goes by Kennedy, says he heard at least 40 rounds from his home when he was watching his younger siblings.
I told my siblings to back up from the window since there was gunshots and I didn't want anything to happen to them. I told them to go in the room.
He says so many rounds. The shooting just kept going and lasted for about 2 minutes. Aside from his siblings, he was worried about his father and another brother who were inside the Go-Go Amigo store buying snacks.
They dug down over there in the store with the owner and stuff.
Kennedy says this is the second homicide near this corner. A few months ago, he says someone shot and killed a 17-year-old boy inside the store. A store...
Damn. Bro, they drawing, shorty, bro. Young boy going through it. He heard the ratchets jumping, shorty. He heard the ratchets jumping, shorty. He's sick. He can't get about that, Joe. You gotta get some Muncie and haul ass. You hear me?
Store clerk, who did not want to show his face, says the latest victim killed on Saturday was a regular.
He was a good, nice man. He used to come buy some stuff here and there.
This was yet another senseless tragedy in Oakland. And despite Oakland police rarely solving anything, within the next months, the suspects would be named. On October 18th, 18-year-old Keontae Reed would be located and arrested, and an arrest warrant would be made for 21-year-old Makai Adams. However, he could not be located. Instead, Kai would hit the road and keep making his music. Catch Me If...
Wait, don't tell me he made a song called Catch Me If You Can.
Instead, Kai would hit the road and keep making his music. Catch me if you can, but I'ma do my thing. So from what we know, Oakland police are still looking for Chaibenji. Where is he? No glazing, but this dude is different. Like, he might be the biggest, like, this guy, if you put him in Baton Rouge or Memphis, like, this guy just fits right in. And that pretty much describes BBG as a whole. And I've been holding off on making a video because there hasn't been an indictment on them yet, but I might just do it anyway. I don't even care if they call me the police now. I don't care. And I'm only saying that because once Chaibenji is arrested, it's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I don't have to look over my shoulder everywhere I go. Because if you don't know, he literally dissed me in his latest song.
Long story, trying to give me a daddy, man, don't believe that nigga. From my conscience, nah, fuck that pussy.
He said he dissed him in his song. But that John, he still, Oh shit. Fuck you.
Long story trying to give me a daddy, man. Don't believe that nigga. Talking about content, nah, fuck that pussy bitch, that dry snitch.
I'm not gonna lie, when I heard it, I texted him right away, like, bro, please, I don't want any problems, bro. Leave me alone, I'm a big fan. So let me know if you want to see that on the main channel, and I hope you enjoyed this one, even though it's kind of a BS little video, but happy to break the news to you and keep you informed on everything that's going on. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Peace.
Tap in. Tap in for your boys. Like, comment, subscribe for your boys. No limit game. You got to keep these on jumping. Woohoo. R.I.P. to the man that got killed, man. This Oakland rapper go kill a 50-year-old. It's crazy, shorty. Let's start there. Now he about to be looking at some time behind them bars, shorty boy. Let's start there.